All right, welcome back. Today's video we're going to discuss mindset, the two specific type of mindsets that are going to either keep you stuck where you're at or springboard you towards success. So we look at the two primary mindsets when it comes to success or failure. You have a stuck mindset and a growth mindset. So just like they sound, one is going to keep you stuck where you're at, and you may not even realize that you're there sometimes. And so hopefully this video is going to help you identify any areas where you may actually be limiting or inhibiting your progress or success. And then how to nurture a growth mindset. Even if you already have one, we're going to go ahead and kind of try and build on that a little bit more. So let me kind of read a real quick quote because one's going to talk about being in a stuck and one's going to be talking about being in a growth mindset. It's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. So what that means is when you are in a stuck mindset, you inevitably believe that your traits, your personality, your luck, your effort, everything that you know are ingrained and stuck. They cannot be improved on. So that's where that it's not how good you are type of mentality is, because it's really about how good you want to be, and that's the growth mindset. You determine your own success. You determine your own your luck, your effort, your make or breaks, whatever. You determine your ultimate success. I can give you the best programs in the world, but if you have a limiting mindset and a stuck mindset that, oh, this isn't going to work for me, this hasn't worked before, or oh, maybe these affirmations are silly or whatever they are, that's a stuck mindset. You're not even giving it a shot. So if you go into stuff with a stuck mindset or a limited mindset, you're ultimately limiting your success. So you want to go into everything as much as possible with a growth mindset, because even if you come out of it and you didn't really achieve maybe what you were looking for, you're still going to learn something. Even if you failed, you're still going to learn something. And that's the most important thing. So another good quote is, in one world, effort is a bad thing. It, like failure, means you're not smart or talented. If you were, you wouldn't need effort. In the other world, effort is what makes you smart or talented. Okay? So play that back for a second, but again, one part of that, the first half, plays into a stuck mindset. The second half of that quote plays into a growth mindset. Because it's the effort that you put into it, it's the work, it's the understanding that progress involves failure, and that means growth. So a growth mindset is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's a tendency to believe that you can grow. A fixed mindset assumes that your character, that your intelligence, and that your creative ability are static givens. Like, that's it. You can't make any more progress. Or maybe you don't try things because you're just sure you're gonna fail, or it's not gonna be what you expected. So that's what we want to get away from. The consequences, however, though, of believing that intelligence and personality and success can be developed rather than being immutably ingrained traits are remarkable. Okay, so once you really harness the power of mindset and a growth mindset, the amount of amazing things that come of it are just phenomenal. I can speak from experience, so I'm not just reading and saying this. Once I really found out about personal growth and a growth mindset, things really took off for me. Honestly, that's why I started this business, because I want to be able to help people find the growth mindset and become the best version of themselves possible. So a lot of people coming in have negative mindset. They've done things over and over again. They failed. They just don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in some of the processes. So my job as a coach, and as part of these videos, is to help you understand that, because if you can understand it, you can improve on it. Now, at the end of the day, that's up to you, though. You have to put in the work, okay? So I'm also going to give you 25 ways to develop a growth mindset here at the end, so stick around for the end of the video. Don't skip over this, all right? So anybody with a fixed mindset typically will avoid setting goals that are high goals. They'll avoid even trying new things. They'll avoid challenges because that means they won't fail, right? You set low goals. Yeah, I hit my goals, but they were low goals. That's failure right there. Or not even trying a challenge, that's failing right there because you haven't even tried. The most successful people are the ones that fail over and over again. They embrace challenges, they embrace failure because it's a way to learn. So what we want to do is I want you to start looking at situations, getting out of your comfort zone, really pushing yourself, even though how it might be super scary, no matter how scary it is or how tough it might be, ultimately something good is going to come from it. There's a silver lining to everything. So once you can put that self-talk in your head and you put yourself out there and you try those things and you do them and you look for the positive in everything, I'm telling you, things will start to change for you, okay? What we're going to look at next is also how a growth mindset can help you learn. With going into things knowing, like I said, that failure is going to happen, you can take those failures and you can learn from them and you can build on them. I mean, it's as simple as stuff as we learned from when we were a little kid. I'm working on it with my 7-year-old right now, learning from failure and that it's okay to fail. And even if that means being embarrassed or whatever it might be, you're going to learn from it and you're going to get better from it. And that's all about life and experiences. So what we want to do is get away from those negative mindsets because the mind is like a parachute. It works best when open, okay? If you can really boil it down to that, it's really quite that simple. So I want to read off 25 different ways to develop a mindset, and I'll also put a link in here as well. So that way if you want to go and look a little bit further into some of these, you can. So what number 1 is, it's going to be acknowledge and embrace perfections. Number 2, view challenges as opportunities. And I'm going to expand on that one. So having a growth mindset means relishing opportunities for self-improvement. Okay, it's really that simple. Trying different learning tactics. Not every same thing works for every different person. Meaning that's why we don't have the same training, the same workouts, the same exercises, the same nutrition for everybody here. And that's why we provide a lot of one-on-one coaching as much as possible because everybody's different and everybody has different learning tactics, okay? So there are different ways to learn, and which means follow the research on brain plasticity. That is learning tactics to allow your brain to grow, okay? It's not fixed. The mind shouldn't be either. Replace the word failing with the word learning, okay? Stop seeking approval. This is a big one. When you prioritize approval over learning, you sacrifice your own potential for growth. So stop looking for other people's approval for, whatever it is, trying to please people, okay? The only person you should be trying to please is yourself, all right? Value the process over the end result. This is a big one. Value the process. The process means you are going to fail. You're going to struggle. You're going to have ups and downs and forwards and backwards. That's the process. The end result is great, but once you get to that end result, it's all about the process that makes the end result that much better, okay? The gold medal isn't this most amazing thing, right? It's the process that the athletes have to go there. All the struggles, all the early mornings, all the sacrifices, all of those things, they're not doing it for the gold medal. That's not what they say, I'm going to do it for the gold medal. They're doing it to say that they can do it, but the gold medal is there as a symbol of their dedication and commitment to becoming the best at their sport or whatever it might be, okay? So the process is more important because without that, the end result wouldn't count as much. It wouldn't be that much rewarding, okay? So enjoy it, embrace it, learn to. I struggle with that every single day. Okay, so that one's a big one. Cultivate a sense of purpose. Celebrate growth with others. Emphasize growth over speed or how quickly you're getting it done. Reward actions, not traits. Redefine genius. Portray criticism as positive. Disassociate improvement from failure. Provide regular opportunities for reflection. That's a big one. Place effort before talent. Hard work should always be rewarded before inherent skill, okay? Highlight the relationship between learning and brain training. Cultivate grit. Oh, that's another great one. Grit, you gotta have it. If not, get it, okay? It takes time to develop, but grit is another great one. Extra bit of determination will be more likely to seek approval from themselves rather than others. So having that extra determination, you'll seek approval from yourself, not from other people, and you'll grind it out. You'll get more because hard work does pay off. Let's see. I'm gonna skip over a couple of those. Learn from other people's mistakes, okay? Make a new goal for every goal you accomplish. Look, we all love setting goals. We all love to strive for something. You know, we all love the underdog story, right? So once you set a goal, set another one. That way you don't lose your purpose. You don't lose your why. It'll help with motivation, okay? So let's get those goals set, all right? Take risks. Think realistically about time and effort, okay? Don't expect to master every topic under the sun in one sitting. And then take ownership over your attitude, all right? That's another big one. Last one, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Once you develop a growth mindset, own it. Acknowledge yourself as someone who possesses a growth mentality and be proud to let it guide you throughout your educational career or your fitness and health career or your fat loss or muscle building career, whatever it is, okay? So again, I'll put that link in there. You can kind of look through those again. And then what I want you to do is pull out a couple that stuck out to you, and I want you to send those to me, okay? So hopefully you got something out of this. I strive for every time, every video I make to have you learn something, not just okay, but like, all right, cool, that was really informational. So I want you to send that back to me, what you learned, and then maybe a couple of those growth mindset ideas that you liked and maybe that resonated with you, okay? Of course, if you have any more questions, feel free to contact me. Let me know. I'd love to answer more questions. But that's your video on growth mindset. So let's start developing one today. All right, see you in the next video.